Good evening and welcome to Bharat News on Bharat TV. I am Mona Sharma Gupta with today's comprehensive coverage of top stories. In breaking news, democratic lawmakers are targeted by bomb threats as political tensions escalate. Sanctuary cities brace for a dramatic standoff with Trump's mass deportation plans, while President Biden condemns Trump's tariff threats against Mexico and Canada. Texas unveils a bold proposal to expedite migrant deportations, and U.S. Congressman called for sanctions on Pakistan after reports of violence against protesters. In Indian news, PM Modi criticizes the opposition in Odisha. The Supreme Court examines the controversial Sambhal Mosque survey case, and India strengthens its nuclear deterrence with a successful K-4 missile test. Amazon workers in India strike during Black Friday sales. And in international news, NATO urges global businesses to prepare for a wartime economy amidst growing global instability. Let's now delve into the details. In a troubling escalation of political threats, bomb scares targeted the homes of 5 Democratic lawmakers from Connecticut, including Senator Chris Murphy and Representatives Tim Himes and Johanna Hayes. Law enforcement, including local police and the FBI, found no explosives but emphasized the seriousness of the coordinated threats. The attacks mirrored similar threats received by key figures in Trump's transition team, such as Matt Gaetz and Elise Stefanik. Investigations are ongoing and security has been ramped up as authorities explore the political motivations behind these incidents. Liberal leaders in sanctuary cities such as Denver Mayor Mike Johnston have pledged resistance against President-elect Trump's proposed mass deportation efforts. Johnston vowed to protect immigrant communities, even risking arrest to oppose federal operations. Trump's border czar, Tom Homan, countered by threatening legal action against leaders obstructing deportations. The clash reflects long-standing tensions between sanctuary policies and federal immigration enforcement. Trump has hinted at using military resources for dramatic raids in democratic cities to demonstrate his administration's resolve, raising fears of widespread disruption and fear among immigrant populations. President Joe Biden condemned President-elect Trump's proposal to impose a 25% tariff on Mexican and Canadian imports, labeling the plan as counterproductive to U.S. economic stability and trade relations. Trump argues the tariffs are necessary to pressure Mexico to curb illegal immigration and fentanyl trafficking, a claim Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum partially agreed to address. Critics warn the tariff could escalate into a damaging trade war, disrupting key industries and economic partnerships. Canada has also expressed concerns, with leaders cautioning against unilateral measures that could harm North American unity. Texas Governor Greg Abbott has introduced a controversial plan to bus undocumented migrants directly to immigration and customs enforcement facilities, bypassing sanctuary cities. The proposal aims to streamline deportations while sidestepping local resistance. Supporters claim the move would alleviate strain on Texas border towns, while critics argue it undermines due process and raises ethical concerns about the treatment of migrants. The plan reflects the growing divide in national immigration policy debates. Indian-American Congressman Ro Khanna has called for visa bans and asset freezes on Pakistani officials following reports of a deadly crackdown on protesters supporting jailed former Prime Minister Imran Khan. 4 protesters were reportedly killed and 50 others injured in Islamabad as authorities dispersed demonstrations demanding Khan's release. Rights organizations, including the Carter Center, condemned the violence and urged Pakistan to uphold its commitments to free speech and assembly. US lawmakers emphasized the importance of democratic principles and called for a transparent investigation into the alleged killings. In Indian news, speaking at a rally in Odisha, Prime Minister Narendra Modi accused opposition parties of misleading citizens and plotting against national interest. He highlighted his government's achievements in infrastructure, healthcare, and social welfare, urging voters to prioritize development and unity over divisive politics. The rally, held ahead of critical state elections, underscored Modi's focus on leveraging development narratives to counter opposition criticism and galvanize public support. The Supreme Court of India has taken up a plea challenging the contentious survey of Sambhal's Shahi Jama Masjid. Hindu groups claim the mosque was built over a destroyed temple, prompting a court-ordered survey that sparked violent protests, leaving 4 dead and several injured. Petitioners argue the survey violates religious freedoms, while the government maintains it was conducted lawfully. The case has ignited national debates on heritage claims, communal harmony, and minority rights. India successfully tested the K-4 nuclear-capable ballistic missile from its nuclear submarine INS Arihant. The missile, with a range of 3,500 kilometers, enhances India's second strike capability and solidifies its nuclear deterrence strategy. This milestone strengthens India's strategic position amidst rising regional tensions, signaling its commitment to maintaining robust defense capabilities. Amazon workers across India staged a coordinated strike during Black Friday, demanding fair wages, better working conditions, and reduced workloads. Key fulfillment centers experienced disruptions, highlighting labor grievances against the global e-commerce giant. Workers criticize Amazon for prioritizing profits over employee welfare during peak sale periods, while the company faces growing pressure to address these issues. In international news, NATO's top military official urged global businesses to prepare for a wartime economic scenario as geopolitical tensions escalate. Speaking at a global security forum, the official cited conflicts in the Middle East and Eastern Europe as potential triggers for widespread disruptions. The warning emphasized the importance of resilience, urging businesses to fortify supply chains and infrastructure against prolonged instability. This marks NATO's broader focus on integrating economic preparedness into global security strategies. That concludes today's news on Bharat TV. For more updates on these stories and others, visit our website or follow us on social media. I'm Mona Sharma Gupta, and we'll see you next time.